Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Psycho, and I've got another Walking Dead video for you all today. This one also involves Fear the Walking Dead a little bit. And the topic of this video is going to be over an article recently released by TheWalkingDead.com titled, "Will The Walking Dead Ever Crossover with Fear the Walking Dead?" Now, before I give any thoughts on this idea, I will read the article off to you all, so let's just start right here. The website states, "Crossovers are huge now. Supergirl and Flash, Family Guy and The Simpsons, and even Archer and Bob's Burgers. Will the Walking Dead universe follow their lead?" TV Line sat down with Fear the Walking Dead executive producer Dave Erickson to discuss the possibility of the two worlds colliding. Dave states, "As interesting as the ways that Scott M. Gimple and company are able to shift the comic book narrative and really explore that, there is no Fear the Walking Dead in that universe. Fear the Walking Dead didn't come from the comic, so some tectonic plates would have to shift to make it happen." Aside from not originating from the comic, Erickson added, "From a geographical standpoint, it's going to be very difficult for us to ever get to the East Coast. And from a narrative standpoint, with The Walking Dead being 6 seasons in and going on season 7, I don't think we'll ever quite catch up with them, so chronologically it would be difficult as well." Robert Kirkman echoed this statement, but gave some hope for a crossover in the distant future. Answering a question at an amazing Hawaii Comic-Con panel, Kirkman reiterated, "We're already on season 7, and this one's on season 2, and that would be crazy." As far as if those characters will ever encounter each other, I mean, they're in the same universe, so it's completely possible. Geographically, they're nowhere near each other, so it would be somewhat far-fetched if Group A were to somehow encounter Group B, unless over the course of many seasons, somehow it made sense. This is where the article ends, but now I'm going to lead off with some of my thoughts upon this idea. In my opinion, I think it would be a terrible idea to have these two series crossover. As an absolute huge fan of The Walking Dead, and as a decent fan of Fear the Walking Dead, I do not want these two going together as one. Dave Erickson, one of the producers for Fear the Walking Dead, he's a really cool guy. I really enjoy how he handles himself and delivers news, so I like him a lot. And one thing I'm wondering about what he said is he politely saying that this most likely will not happen? However, he's giving some fans hope out there just because he doesn't want to bluntly shoot them down. He wants to let them down easy. I hope that's his intentions. I hope he's basically saying it doesn't make sense from a narrative point of view, and it would be too much of a fan service, which is something I agree with. And the fact that Robert Kirkman reiterated that, I think they're pushing towards the idea that this most likely will not happen. However, there's also a very small worry within myself that they actually might go this direction. Like I said, that's a very minor small worry, but that possibility is still there if they are giving some hope for this. One of the possible moments that they might try to do something like this would maybe be when Fear the Walking Dead just keeps going down in ratings and they need something to save it. The best way to save that series would be to involve The Walking Dead. Now, I do not agree with this, but that's how you could get more viewers to watch Fear the Walking Dead if you involve some characters from The Walking Dead. Now, I absolutely disagree with this move if someone were ever to make it. I would actually lose a lot of respect for the producers just because these two, like they said, they're in their own universe, they stand on their own. They shouldn't have to be combined for Fear the Walking Dead to leech off The Walking Dead. To me, that's what it would feel like if they did involve the two, because we all know the vast majority of people agree that The Walking Dead is better. I agree that The Walking Dead is better. Fear the Walking Dead now, it's one of those things that it's there, it passes the time, it's enjoyable in the moment, but if you're put to decide between the two, Walking Dead all day for me. As many of you guys know if you've seen my reviews for Fear the Walking Dead, I don't hate that show. I enjoy parts of it, but I don't believe it's up to par with The Walking Dead. To combine these two shows, one show has achieved a lot of greatness with fantastic acting. The other show has some good acting, but there's also some of those actors and actresses that aren't the best. If you combine these two together, it would feel like an uneven balance in my opinion, especially when coming to experience in the entertainment industry. To me, it wouldn't make sense geographically like they stated. It would seem like a major forced fan service, and Fear the Walking Dead's level of intensity has not reached The Walking Dead's level of intensity at all when it comes to them colliding at this moment as of now. Even if it was 10 seasons on in the future, I still wouldn't want it to happen, just because I believe The Walking Dead should exist on its own, and Fear the Walking Dead should exist on its own, and they should all survive on their own without having to leech off of one another. Now, I wouldn't mind an online 3-minute parody skit or something like that, but to take it seriously and post it on AMC as an official episode of a season, I don't believe that crossover should happen, even if it was just for an episode. Just to provide a little bit of an analogy for what I'm talking about here, let's say you have your favorite drink. Your favorite drink is Mountain Dew, also known as The Walking Dead. Now you have another drink that's okay, and you would drink it if you didn't have Mountain Dew as a choice. Let's pretend that's Coca-Cola, also known as Fear the Walking Dead. Now, if you don't have Mountain Dew, aka The Walking Dead, and you just have Coca-Cola, aka Fear the Walking Dead, in addition to other drinks that you would rather not drink, you would go with Coca-Cola, also known as Fear the Walking Dead. However, if you have both of them together, would you rather choose what you like most, or would you rather mix them? Mixing them together just wouldn't feel right if you already have what you like the best on its own. Although this isn't the best analogy, and I know it's pretty bad, hopefully you all understand what I'm trying to portray here. I hope you guys don't think I'm being too harsh on this, but it's just something that I believe the idea of Rick Grimes meeting someone like Chris would just be an annoyance for me. Well, he would take care of Chris pretty quick, but that would be the only good thing out of it. It just feels like The Walking Dead is exclusive to its comics, and if the comics don't involve Fear the Walking Dead, which doesn't have its own comic series, I don't feel like they should be touched together and formed. That might be a little bit of a weird perspective, but it's just something I believe. Make sure to let me know down in the comment section below of what you all think. This was personally my opinion. I know I might have sounded too harsh, but it's just the way I feel. This is my opinion, and I don't feel like they should force this fan service. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please make sure to leave a like on this video to show some support. It always helps out an absolute ton. Thanks again, guys. Peace out.